Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Jamie Detillion Show. I'm DJ Foster, joined by Grand Valley State head baseball coach Jamie Detillion. Jamie, thanks for joining me this week.
Thanks for having me.
Last time we've talked, you went 4-1, all those in conference games. You started off conference play this past week. You're now 10-8 overall. In games last weekend, you outscored Malone 20-4 in taking all three games from them. And then on Wednesday, you split with Hillsdale on the road. How you been feeling these last five games, the start of conference play, and you win four of your first five?
Well, big picture looking when you're 4-1, I guess it's not that bad. We would like to be 5-0, but life goes on. We've just got to continue to learn from our mistakes. It's kind of been in repeat mode, so to speak, for the last several games. There's a lot that goes on with Northern baseball. We have yet to practice outside. We're 18 games in. We've lost 5 to weather, so technically we're nearly 50% of the way into our season, and we have yet to practice outside. Mm-hmm. So that does give us a bit of a hurdle to jump over. We're not using it as an excuse by any means. We've got a great indoor facility, but it's just one of those things where once we get outside and start to get the daily reps at practice and start to improve upon the little things, I think we're going to be in pretty good shape. It's a point of optimism for me because, again, if you look at basketball, football, volleyball, soccer, they get all the practice, prior to their season starting.
Sure.
And again, we're almost halfway through our season and we have yet to step foot on our field here at home. So it's one of those things that we've just got to grow and learn as we go along. It's one of those things we need reps and we just got to keep getting better.
Last Saturday, you went to Malone, a newcomer to the conference, and you picked up a good sweep there on Saturday. You win 1-0 the first game. The only run came on to Jamie Potts' ground out RBI. You only had 2 hits, but you still got the win, and I think a lot of that was due to Kyle Teague, who gave up just 5 hits in 6 1/3 innings. Brad Zambron had a save in his normal role, and then game 2, it looks like you got on the board a little bit better. 10-1 win, 4 runs in the first, 4 runs in the sixth. Kevin Zach and Taylor Banks were the heroes of that game. They each had 2 hits. Banks had 3 RBIs, Zach with 2, and then Patrick Kelly, his first career win as a Laker. Talk about starting off the season, the GLIAC season well.
Sure. Well, first of all, it's cold,
right.
As is most of our games up here is very cold, but we ran into a really good pitcher in game 1. He shut us down, but again, to our guys' credit, we fought, we battled, we scrapped out a run, and he was a very good pitcher. Kyle Teague matched his performance and was equally dominant. And Brad Zambron came in and closed the door. I was really proud of our guys for the way that we competed. You don't win too many games when you only get 2 hits, but we did find a way. And historically, that's the Grand Valley way is finding a way, even when you get out hit or outplayed in one phase of the game. It's finding a way to win. So I was very pleased with that in the first game. And then the bats came alive the second and third games, and we played pretty well. It was a nice weekend to get a lot of guys some reps because we hadn't, a lot of guys hadn't played in a couple weeks since Florida. So it was nice to try to keep everybody fresh. So it was a good weekend.
You came back on Sunday, prefacing that against Malone in a 9-inning game. That's the way your schedule's set up, and you win 9-3. Mike Nadrotowski went 3 for 4, 3 RBIs. Jamie Potts 3 for 4 with a pair of RBI, and then Sean Clancy got the win in relief. He pitched 3 2/3 innings of relief, 2 hits, no runs allowed, and so you ended up getting the weekend sweep, winning all 3 games over Malone.
Yeah, and anytime you can sweep in conference is definitely a big bonus, especially when you're on the road. Again, going down to Malone, we didn't know what to expect. They do some things well. They're well coached, so anything can happen in the sport of baseball, especially when it's cold outside and you're in the north. So it's one of those things that we just have to have the right mindset going in and focus on the process the entire game and stay focused all 9 innings. And it's one of those things where we have talent, and I'm kind of sick of saying it to our guys, but we have talent, and it's going to play at some point when we get the quality reps. It's all going to play itself out. So just keep grinding it out, especially when it's cold and things aren't going your way. Keep grinding it out. I mean, we got talent to put us in position to win, so I am very optimistic about that.
You stayed on the road on Wednesday and took on a Hillsdale team that you ended up getting a split with. You led game 1 4-0. They ended up tying it up and taking a late lead, and they win 6-5 in the opening game. Stephen Claypool had a good game, 3 for 4, a couple of RBI. Giancarlo Brignoni hit his 6th home run of the year, had a couple of RBI as well. And then in game 2, it was supposed to just be a 7-inning game. You went extra innings, and in the 9th, Jesse Abel came up with a pinch hit, 2-run single, ended up being the game-winning runs there. Kevin Zach had 3 of your 6 hits, so he provided a lot of offense for you. And Anthony Campanella again was strong with 8 innings pitched, 1 run, 6 hits. Zambron again comes in and gets the save, and so you garner the split. But I'm sure you would have liked to win both.
No doubt. It is a much improved Hillsdale team, and we don't take anybody lightly in conference by any means. And again, I want to tip my hat to Hillsdale. They've got a much improved program. They compete they competed and they gave us all we could handle at their place. So again, tip my hat to them. It's one of those things. We had a 4-run lead, and it's the little things. And again, back to hopefully getting back to it in practice and getting the reps and improving in some small areas, just some little things. I think we're going to be in pretty good shape. Anthony Campanella came in again when we needed a big performance. That's 3 in a row for him. I hope he continues, but he was dominant. He was absolutely dominant. Brad Zambron came in and closed the door. Jesse Abel comes in with a big hit. He hadn't been playing a whole lot up until the last few games. He's come in, he's done the job. He does what it takes to get on base, and again here with a pinch hit comes up with a big hit. So he's been working his tail off in practice, and again it's one of those things that the hard work's going to pay off once he gets his chance to get an opportunity in a game. So I was happy to see that.
So then this upcoming weekend, you stay on the road. Hopefully you have a lot of games here in Allendale in April. But on Friday, you'll take on a Findlay team. You'll play a doubleheader at their place at 1 p.m. And then on Saturday, you'll turn around and play them again, just one game, a 9-inning game at noon. Talk about the Oilers and what lies ahead this weekend.
Well, it's conference, so anything can happen. Going to their place right now, their field was kind of in the same condition as ours as far as not being playable. They actually had a doubleheader single 9 on Wednesday that got pushed to Thursday because the field wasn't ready. So, just Mother Nature having her way with the northern baseball schools right now. But, we got to go in there prepared, ready to play as well as we can. No matter who we play. Findlay's been up, they've been down, they've got a couple good wins, they've got a couple losses that maybe they feel that they could have won. So we just got to go in prepared. We just got to go in prepared to play as well as we can and hopefully take care of business.
Grand Valley State 4-1 in the last week and a big weekend series at Findlay this weekend. Jamie, thanks so much for your time today, and best luck this weekend.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching the Jamie Detillion Show here on the Grand Valley Sports Network.